Okay, here's the situation. It says your parents are concerned that you are hanging out with troublesome older friends. They tell you to stay away and avoid these friends. How would you respond? Isabel?
I would ask. I would say like, what are they doing that's bothering you?
Thank you, Seth.
I might just say it is Isabella, or just listen to my parents and
just follow their direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would probably say, but can I hang out with them if I don't do like bad things that they're doing?
Okay, good. She?
I would also say what's bothering you about them, like why are they concerning you, because do you really know how they act or anything? Because they might be really nice people.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I'd probably say okay, and then I would still hang out with them.
Let's go on. There's another dilemma here. You go on ahead. Here's the next one. You start to play in a really cool tree house near your backyard with your troublesome friends. Your friends tell you that the tree house belongs to them, but your dad disagrees. He says that it lies within your family's property and belongs to your family. Your friends disagree and begin to pick on you every time you try to enter the tree house. One day, your dad sees this and kicks all your troublesome friends out of the tree house. Your parents banish you from the tree house. They tell you to stay out of the tree house so as to avoid all future problems with your troublesome friends. Do you stay out? Julian?
I would stay out because it's my father's rules, so I have to follow them. But I would sometimes go into the treehouse just to calm myself down.
Audrey?
Nope. I would, because I don't have a treehouse where I live, because where I live, Pinnacle or the people that own their houses will like take them down. Like I had a tire swing and they took it down, but if I was allowed to have a treehouse, I'd be up there all the time. So.
Aiden, what would you do?
I would talk to my dad and say like, well, why can't I be in this? Just because some troublesome friends are in there doesn't mean that while they're out, I can be in.
This is connected to the American Revolution. Just saying. Alex, what do you think?
I would probably argue for my point of having my right to go in the treehouse when I want.
You'd argue with your dad about it?
Yeah, I would probably argue with both of my parents to try to get into the treehouse.
Okay, let's go back. Next one. Your parents take away your allowance so they can build a big fence to keep all your troublesome friends out of the treehouse. How do you respond? Angelina?
I would be really mad because they're just being way too overprotective. Because they're just trying to keep the troublesome friends away from you, and maybe
Dee Dee, what do you think?
I'd say it's my allowance, and you should probably call the police if you don't like them that much.
Brookshe, what do you think?
I would be really mad if my mom or dad did that because my allowance, I'm pretty sure, I don't exactly have an allowance, but I have a separate bank account just for like activities so that they could pay for dance lessons and gymnastics. And so I kind of call that kind of my allowance. And I'd be really mad because then I wouldn't be able to do like all of the activities that I really like doing, since they took away that money to build the new fence to keep my troublesome friends out of the treehouse.
The question is, how's this connected to the American Revolution? What are you going to say, Sheila?
I'd probably, like the previous people said, I'd be mad because they were taking it out of my allowance and they were being a little too overprotective. I see why they would do it for the troublesome friends, but this is a little overprotective, and I try to argue my point.
Next one. Your parents agree to give your allowance back. You see the connection to the American Revolution. But just to show you who's the boss, they tell you that you will have to start paying money to play your video games and use your cell phone. Lyric, what do you think?
I'd be kind of mad, but like, I'm not like a big video game person, and I don't own a cell phone, and so I don't really like that wouldn't be a very big deal for me, because like they do a bunch of other things for me, even if they are being really overprotective.